Yo guys, my name is Ellie Games, and welcome back to the last episode of 999. This will be the 9th episode if I'm counting correctly, so pretty cool that it's gonna be 9 episodes. But where the last left off, Clover was killed, Ace has gone mad, and he has taken Lotus, and we found out Snake is not really dead. I don't know if Snake is the mastermind, or maybe he's working with the mastermind. I'm not sure yet. Maybe everything will be explained at the very end. But I also thought about live streaming this game, maybe to get the other endings. Like, if anyone would be interested in that, maybe to, instead of doing the one door in the beginning, do the other one, and so on and so forth. Maybe it'd be a lot more interesting. Who knows? But we'll just go ahead and keep on going. Seven and Junpei are in the room with the two nine doors. Lotus and Ace went through one of them, and we are hearing a weird pounding sound from somewhere. Excuse me. And June kind of almost faded again, and Santa is back with her. Excuse me. Junpei looked up, surprised. Seven followed suit, his eyes jumping around the room, looking for the source of the sound. It's the coffin.
It's coming from over there.
It wasn't long before they found the altar. Or more precisely, what was on it.
The coffin?
Yeah.
Let's open it.
How?
By force!
I don't think that's gonna happen.
There's a panel on the side.
Well, you never know till you try, right? The only necessity for success is the willingness to suffer 1,000 failures.
Who said that?
I forget. Anyway, we've got to try.
I think Snake's in there. Junpei and Seven leapt at the coffin. They grabbed a hold of what purchase they could find and pulled. We should ask who's in there.
Damn it!
See? Didn't I tell you? If you could just pull it open, why would it have something like that?
Seven pointed at a keypad on the side of the coffin.
Right. So unless I put in the right passcode, it's not gonna open.
The noise hadn't stopped. In fact, as it continued, it had only gotten louder and more forceful. What were they supposed to do? Junpei wondered.
Was there some sort of clue somewhere?
They stood there for a few moments, staring at the coffin, and then Seven spoke.
Hey, Junpei. I remember you mumbling about some weird numbers over by the bathroom in the first-class cabin.
That was to the
You
safe,
got those numbers by solving the secret message Clover was holding, right?
Yeah.
Truth had gone, or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. What about it?
Well, maybe that number's the passcode for this thing, too.
Come on, that's impossible. Those numbers were the code to unlock that safe.
Yeah, but the person who set up that safe in this coffin is the same person, right? Zero set up both of
It's
these.
possible, but...
Yeah, probably.
Well, then they might have set the same passcode for both of them.
That's ridiculous.
Why don't you just try it? I mean, it's not like you'll make things any worse.
It'd just be a waste of time. There's no way they're the same number.
How do you know that? You never know until you try. The only necessity for success is the willingness to suffer 1,000 failures.
Nah. It's like, don't mock me.
Who said that?
You.
Fine.
He knelt down in front of the keypad and looked at it. Perhaps because he repeated them so many times before, the numbers came easily to Junpei's mind.
1438 3421.
Quickly, he typed them in. He checked that he'd entered the right numbers, took a deep breath, and pressed the E button. It only took a moment.
What? You gotta be kidding me.
Sam was like, see? There was a click. And with a heavy clunk, the lid of the coffin slid off onto the floor. Someone sat up from inside. Hi, Snake!
You? Why?
Ah, those voices. Junpei and Seven, unless I'm mistaken. Where are the others? Are they elsewhere?
Of course, there was no reason Snake would have known anything about where anyone else would be. Junpei and Seven looked at one another. There was a great deal he needed to know, but... You're not gonna like what we tell you. They had to tell him something, however, so they began to talk. Snake explained to them how he came to be locked in the coffin. Apparently, he'd been hit with some sort of knockout gas, and Junpei and Seven explained what had happened to the rest of them.
I see. I believe I got the gist of everything. Have I been sufficiently caught up?
No, there was one thing they kept from him. There was one thing, however, that neither Seven nor Junpei could bring themselves to say. That Ace had killed Clover. They feared that if Snake knew, he might well go insane.
Yeah.
They decided as much as by a look at the moment Snake had climbed out of the coffin.
But that still doesn't explain why you were trapped in here.
We've still got no clue about Zero's true identity, let alone why the hell he's doing all this. Why did he put Guy X in Snake's clothes? Is all this stuff somehow related to that Nonary game that was played 9 years ago?
Hey, Snake, do you know anything?
Junpei put the question to Snake. His answer was less than illuminating.
What are you talking about? I apologize, but I have no idea what you're saying.
It seemed as though Snake was, perhaps, not being entirely honest, but that knowledge did Junpei and Seven little good.
Oh, come on, just tell us if you know.
I don't know what to tell you. How can I know something I don't?
No matter how many times they asked, he insisted that he knew nothing. It was becoming clear that Snake wouldn't give in, and every second they spent asking him was a second wasted.
This is bad. We're running out of time.
We need to go after Ace.
However, they stood in silence, the overpowering atmosphere of the chapel almost stifling. Junpei, Seven, and Snake simply stood, at a loss for what they should do next.
What do we do now?
He glanced over at Snake's wrist. Sure enough, he could see the 2 on the bracelet on Snake's wrist.
The 3 of us can't make a digital route of 9.
Yeah, we just get 5.
We're stuck here then.
Oh, hey, I just remembered something.
Seven began patting his pockets as if he were checking to see if any of them held anything.
What?
What is it?
I found something earlier.
What did you find?
This.
He'd finally found the pocket he wanted, and his hand dove into it. Seven pulled out something round and metal. A bracelet. There was no mistaking the number glowing at them from the face like a cartoon eye.
0. Zero's bracelet.
What did you say? Are you saying that 7 has the number 0 bracelet?
How?
Yeah.
Where did you get that?
Snake's question was innocent enough, but if he learned the truth, if he'd been able to see, he would have noticed Seven looked away.
Clover gave it to me.
She did?
Yeah.
How did she come by it?
Well, she found it. See, on the other side of door 1, A deck, the captain's quarters. She asked me to hold on to it because it was too big and bulky for her to be lugging around.
He's lying.
Junpei could tell right away that Seven wasn't telling the truth.
He even told us earlier.
I haven't actually looked at it yet. Didn't want to disturb the crime scene, you know? Basic stuff. Well, I did borrow one thing.
He probably said that so Snake doesn't find out about Clover.
All right, Junpei. Been nice knowing you.
Wait, what?
7 plus 2 plus 0 equals 9.
Come on, man. I'm just kidding.
I was to say, what the fuck?
Still, just in case, I want to make sure the 0 bracelet gets picked up by the red. Snake, give me a hand, all right?
Without waiting for a response, he started walking toward the door. Junpei and Snake followed him quietly. Before long, they found themselves in front of the larger of the 2 doors. Seven and Snake put their palms on the red. Once they did that, Seven put the number 0 bracelet on the scanner panel as well. A third asterisk appeared on the screen. 7 plus 2 plus 0 equals 9. Now they just needed to pull the lever and the door would open.
Huh? Why isn't it opening?
Well, the third asterisk lit up, so it must have registered the 0 bracelet.
Maybe it isn't actually 0.
Huh?
What?
That bracelet may not actually produce the number 0 when scanned. That is what I'm saying.
Then what number is it?
Why don't we try a few different combinations? Perhaps we can determine what number that bracelet actually contains.
Oh, got it.
Junpei nodded. They decided to use the following combination. Okay. So... be 2 plus 5, 14. 14, shit. 6.
Let's try all three of us and the bracelet.
Snake plus Junpei plus 7. 2 plus 5 equals 7 equals 14. 1 plus 4 equals 5.
If this combination works, then the number for this bracelet is 4.
Nope.
It didn't open.
Then this bracelet is not...
Then,
Junpei continued. They decided to use the following combination. Let's try Snake and Junpei.
let's try Snake, me, and the bracelet.
2 plus 7, then...
If this combination works, then the number for this bracelet is 2.
Nope. The door didn't open. The mysterious bracelet wasn't 2.
It didn't open.
Guess it's not 2.
Then,
Junpei continued. They decided to use the following combination. Junpei 7 bracelet.
let's try me, 7, and the bracelet.
5 plus 3
If this
should
combination
be
works,
6.
then the number for this bracelet is 6.
They scanned their bracelets. It's 6? How? Is June the freaking mastermind?
Yes, so it would seem.
7 clearly hadn't thought their experimentation would produce anything useful, and looked rather confused. Snake was, as usual, calm and smug. Okay, so we have a 6. The door slid closed. Junpei's forehead furrowed as he thought.
That means the bracelet is actually 6.
5 plus 7 plus 6 equals 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9.
But how is that possible? The display on the bracelet clearly shows a 0.
Suddenly, from somewhere far beneath them, they heard the creak and groan of tearing metal. No! No! With it came the sound of water pouring into parts of the ship that had, until recently, been dry.
Oh man, that's not good. I guess our time's just about up, huh?
At any rate, we know now that the door can be opened. Let's go.
What about...
But, Snake, are you sure?
Yeah. You know that only Junpei and I can go through this way.
You needn't worry. I have a solution to this problem. My last resort. But if now is not the time for last resorts, then when?
Last?
Resort?
Okay, but what about Snake and... Or not Snake, Santa and June? Are we just gonna leave them? Apparently! Junpei, 7, and Snake ran full tilt down a long straight hallway. They were headed for the stern of the ship and had no time for distractions. As they ran, 7 spoke.
Gotta admit, you really surprised me there, kid.
Why is Snake with
How
us?
you were gonna
I didn't
get
think
out
he
of
could
that
come.
How come you didn't do that right off the bat?
As I told you, it was a last resort. Had I used it at the beginning of the game, I would have come under a great deal of...
He took his arm off, didn't he? He's like, boop! And then Tony's like, yep, let's go.
I imagine that most people would have taken it to mean that I was Zero. Once they'd convinced themselves of that, I wasn't optimistic about my chances of making it out of here alive, let alone unscathed. I felt it best to play my cards close to the chest, as it were. That way, if I were in a situation where there was nothing else I could do, I'd have a little trick up my sleeve. I'd just take my bracelet off.
Snake's plan had been simple but effective. He simply removed his bracelet. How? To Junpei, it looked as though Snake had simply crushed the bones of his hand until they were small enough to fit through the wristband. Of course, that would have been practically impossible. So, how had he done it?
My brother's left arm is,
He's just
Not
like,
like
yep,
a normal person's arm.
take it off.
It's fake. It's not a real arm.
Snake had slid the bracelet off and tossed it into the coffin.
I know this is kind of a weird thing to say, but I'm glad that's a fake arm.
You don't have to be afraid of the door if you don't got a bracelet.
You are correct.
He walked through the door easily, without authenticating. He stepped out to the other side, unscathed, and began running down the hall along with Seven and Junpei. I thought it was like a typo. I was like, he can't. Never mind. They kept running for a while longer, and eventually came upon a set of stairs leading downward on the right side of the hallway. They stopped and peered down the staircase.
I think these stairs connect to the bottom deck.
Doesn't look like it's underwater.
They nodded quickly to one another and jogged down the stairs. It took only a few minutes to make their way to the bottom deck. There was a single hallway in front of them, at the end of which was a single door.
Let's go through that door.
Junpei threw it open. Inside was a massive iron gate. A plate was affixed to the top of it. It read Incinerator.
Incinerator?
Oh my. That doesn't sound very pleasant. Do you see a lever near the gate, perhaps?
Yeah, right over here.
How did you know that?
Well, I'd be happy to regale you with the story. I imagine it should only take half a day or so.
Let's wait till we get out. Junpei grumbled, gave Snake a dirty look, and jogged over to the lever.
If you pull it, the door ought to open.
Got it.
He pulled the lever down. I don't want to go in there. I'm not going in. With the rumble of an ancient motor, the door opened. There was no need to hold back, and no time to hesitate. They pushed their way inside. Sitting in front of them were Ace and Lotus. Ace still held the revolver in his hand. It was still pressed hard against Lotus's temple. A small dark bruise had begun to form near the tip. Even from several yards away, Junpei could see that Lotus was shaking. She was terrified. But perhaps more interesting was what Junpei saw behind them. 9. Another number 9 door.
What? Why? Why is there another one?
The door stopped Junpei in his tracks. It simply shouldn't have been there. As his brain finally began to consider why, the whine of a warning klaxon filled the air, drowning out any thought.
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What? Oh! Oh!
Automatic incineration will take place in 9 minutes.
Of course, 9 minutes.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Oh my, how exciting. You've run quite a show here, Zero.
A terrifying smile twisted Ace's face.
What's the matter? Too frightened to understand? Here, let me explain.
It's said that the incineration system is about to activate. In 9 minutes, this room will be engulfed in flame.
Who are you?
You don't recognize me? I'm hurt. It's me, Snake.
Snake? Oh yes, you are alive. I'm afraid your bizarre style had me confused. I'm quite glad to see that you're alive.
Ace's voice didn't change. Oh yeah, he's totally happy. Snake ground his teeth.
If you don't mind my asking, how did you get here? Snake, Junpei, 7. The 3 of you couldn't have opened a door with a 9. Did you use Clover's bracelet, perhaps?
What?
2 plus 5 plus 7 plus 4, 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9.
Ah, well, your reaction suggests that you did not.
Hold on. Why did you think we'd have Clover's bracelet?
Junpei felt his chest tighten.
Oh, they haven't told you?
Told me what?
Clearly not. Normally I would take some time and enjoy the moment. But I'm afraid my time is at a premium just now. I'll have to make this quick. Clover.
Don't do it, Ace! Keep your goddamn mouth shut!
Clover.
I said stop it! Don't listen to him, Snake.
He would figure it out eventually. Junpei could feel his voice going hoarse, but Snake didn't listen to him.
What happened to Clover?
Ace looked at him. The corner of his mouth curled into the hook of a cruel smile.
Clover died.
The color left Snake's face. He shook his head weakly.
No, that's not true. That's impossible. It's a lie. It has to be a lie.
No.
Oh, it's quite true. I can assure you of that. I killed her myself, you see.
What?
I'm sorry, did I stutter? I killed her.
Snake's face twisted into a mask of rage, mottled red rising to dot his pale skin. His entire body shook. He looked at Junpei, disturbingly like a demon.
I would have rather she died with less suffering.
Yeah, okay.
A bullet in her brain, perhaps, would have been ideal. Unfortunately, that would have made quite a bit of noise. Circumstances being what they were, I was forced to settle for the knife. The one the ninth man had, you remember. I believe I caught her just below the shoulder blade. I was rather lucky, in fact. My first thrust went right between her ribs. Her
God.
flesh was so soft.
Fucking
My knife slid
asshole.
in so easily. There was no resistance. That feeling was... I confess, I feel rather excited. It is a
I hope he
powerful
dies.
memory. Someday, perhaps, I hope I can feel it again.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Oh my god.
I'm going to kill you.
Snake's words were a guttural growl, barely audible.
What was that?
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Ah, so you're going to kill me. Please do. Come now. I'm waiting.
Don't do it! Don't listen to him, Snake!
Stop it, kid. He's screwing with your head.
Is there a problem? What are you waiting for, boy? Don't you want me to send you to join your sister?
Don't! Snake!
He's gonna
Don't
get
do it!
shot. Or he's either gonna shoot Snake or Lotus. But Snake could no longer hear them. Snake could no longer hear anything. Snake moved like a bolt of lightning. His scream echoed through the incineration chamber, full of rage and despair.
Snake!
Snake! Snake!
Snake!
Oh. Another scream filled the room. It was Lotus. She ran across the room toward Junpei, her eyes wide with terror.
Lotus! Hurry! This way!
Snake's ill-fated attack had loosened Ace's grip on her, and she made a run for it. She reached Seven and Junpei and ducked behind them. I was for sure thought he would shoot her.
5 minutes.
Give me the woman.
He raised the gun.
I need her. Without her bracelet, I will be unable to open this door.
1 + 8 + 9 = 18. We know that.
Quickly now. I don't have time for your shenanigans.
In the center of the room, Snake's body lay eerily still. He looked like a human larva, prone and vulnerable on the floor.
I see. Then it would seem I have no choice. The rest of you must die as well. Fortunately, I have 5 bullets left. 1 for Junpei, another for Lotus, and the last 3 for that lump of idiotic man you call Seven.
Don't diss Seven.
I will take
I love
Lotus's body
Seven.
with me and leave this room.
Incineration will begin in 4 minutes.
Well, it looks as though our time together is at an end. I rather enjoyed playing with you.
Damn it!
Junpei could see Ace's finger tighten. He could see it begin to squeeze down on the trigger. His body tensed, preparing for the catastrophic impact of hot lead against human flesh.
Goodbye.
Then it happened.
Kill you!
Snake is like, I am not dead yet! Snake stood up.
What? No, that's impossible.
For the first time, Ace's composure broke. With obvious effort, Snake lunged forward, one step closer to Ace. Then another. He looked, for all the world, like a zombie.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
His voice was the mournful wailing of the undead.
Stay away from me. Get back. Stop. come any closer, I'll... Get away from me!
Little by little, Ace was retreating. Snake didn't stop. He continued his stiff, inexorable approach, his eyes twin pools of pure fury.
Listen to me! I said, don't come any closer!
He fucking killed his sister! I don't think he's gonna stop!
You bastard!
Ace's revolver leapt 5 times. 5 times, the air in the incinerator was split by the crack of a bullet. Snake's body twitched as 5 clouds of blood and torn flesh leapt into the air across his body. A fine pink mist drifted from his body and disappeared. Junpei didn't have time to ponder what that meant before. And then his strength was gone. His legs crumbled and his broken and battered body slid to the floor.
Incineration will begin in
Snake, why?
3 minutes.
Oh!
Finally, you're...
But Snake wasn't done.
I'll kill you.
Even as the pool of blood beneath him grew, he began to move. He half crawled, half slid towards Ace. One bloody arm wrapped itself around Ace's leg. What's it look like this?
You won't get away. You son of a bitch! You're a monster!
Alright, gripped his thigh with strength that should have been long gone.
Get off me! Let me go, damn you!
He kicked at Snake with his free leg, driving his foot into Snake's face, his arm, his shoulder. It made no difference. Snake refused to release him. Once a snake has ensnared its prey, rarely does it release it.
This is it, Ace. We're going to burn to death together.
What?
Incineration will begin in 2 minutes.
Damn it! Damn you! Get off! Let me go, you monster! Okay, look. Think about it this way. My company owns a wonderful hospital. It has excellent doctors. You're not wounded too seriously. I'm sure they can fix you up
Really?
easily.
You're trying to bargain with him?
You don't
Are
have
you
to
fucking
die.
kidding me?
You could be saved. Just let me go.
Oh, you are so retarded. Oh.
Pathetic. Begging for your life.
Then Seven and Lotus began to speak. Junpei could hear tears in their voices, and their words restrained.
Snake, that's enough. You can stop now.
Yes! He's right, Snake. You've done enough!
Come on, Snake, let's go. Let's get out of here.
You have to come with us. We have to leave together.
Snake turned toward them. He coughed, and blood splattered across the floor. Then he smiled a sad sort of smile.
I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't do that. You'd best forget about me.
What about Santa in June? We kinda left them.
I'm going to
Oh.
take him with me.
Shut up! Be quiet!
I couldn't save Clover. My sister died because of me. Perhaps this will begin to atone for that. Perhaps in the afterlife, she can forgive me. Now go. Go now. You have to go.
Incineration will begin in 1 minute.
God damn it! Shit! We're out of time! We gotta go!
Seven ran toward the exit. Lotus followed him. But Junpei couldn't move. There were white lines down Snake's cheeks where his tears had washed the blood away. He was broken, body and soul, and Junpei felt as though half of his own heart had been torn out. His eyes stung, and he tried desperately to swallow to clear the lump in his throat.
Junpei, what are you doing? You have to get out of here now!
Junpei's chest tightened, pulled taut by anger, misery, and a cold feeling of emptiness. Pure emotion surged through his heart, alongside the torrent of blood. He could feel it building, a tremendous wave growing taller and taller and taller. And then it broke, crashing down with thunderous force upon his shaken, unprepared mind.
Snake! Snake!
Junpei's rational mind was gone. He was driven by instinct now, and he launched himself across the floor at Snake and Ace. Or he tried to.
Wait! Don't be an idiot, Junpei!
I'd seen the screenshot, and I didn't know what it was for, but now I do. He felt a hand grab him from behind. It was Seven. Before he had time to react, the larger man had put Junpei's arms to his side and was hauling him bodily back toward the door.
No! No! I have to help Snake! 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 Get off of me! Let me go!
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 7, 6.
Damn it, I
Go!
don't get a choice, kid! Don't blame me for this, alright?
Knocked his ass out.
5, 4, 3, 2. 1, 0. Gates 2 and 3 are locked down. Beginning incineration.
Junpei felt Seven's fist bury itself deep in his stomach, and then his legs turned to mush. Seven scooped him up in the same motion and leapt through the door. It slammed shut behind them. Junpei struggled to shaky feet. He glanced over to see Lotus only a short distance away. Junpei ran to the door.
He's...
There was a small window cut into it. Inside he could see Ace and Snake.
Shit! Damn you all! Why? Why? Why me?
Because you were an asshole!
I don't deserve this!
Yes, you do.
Answer me! Answer me, Zero! Why? Why? Zero! Zero! Zero!
My heart hurts. No. Now what do we do? He didn't know how much time passed. He didn't know how long he stood there in front of the incinerator. He looked to the side. Lotus's face was ashen, and if not for the hand she put against the wall, Junpei didn't think she could have stood. Seven looked old and tired and used. His eyes stared at the floor, seeing nothing. Junpei said nothing. He simply began to walk toward the open door, and the hallway they'd come down earlier.
Hey, wait! Junpei!
Junpei, where are you going?
He blinked when their voices broke the silence. He stopped.
You stay here. I'll go get Santa and June.
You're gonna bring them here?
How?
Don't worry about that. Just stay here and wait, all right?
He began to walk again. He looked over his shoulder and watched Seven and Lotus grow smaller and smaller. They stared back, not moving. He wasn't sure if they could. He turned around again. He knew where he was going.
I saw an elevator on the way here. If I can get it to work, then maybe...
Before long, Junpei found himself in the front of the elevator. Next to the door was a button with a triangle on it.
Please work.
He pushed it, and the door opened. That way they don't have to go through the door. They can just go through the elevator, come up, and then figure out how to go from there. Junpei was in the large hospital room.
June! Santa!
He kept calling and walked to the center of the room. Oh, guys, where are you? But try as he might, he couldn't find them.
Damn it. Where did they go?
Increasingly frustrated, increasingly worried, Junpei left the large hospital room. He had no choice. He would have to look for them. Junpei's heart was heavy. He couldn't shake the feeling. There was a part of him that felt it would be wrong to, even if he could. With every step he took, his legs felt more and more like lead. Oh my god, where'd they go? Oh my god, where did they go? Why aren't they here? Sometime later, Junpei found himself at the chapel. He stopped inside, expecting to find nothing. But there, on the red carpet in the center of the room... June! No, codenames didn't matter any longer. She was Connie.
Connie!
Junpei cried her name and ran. Like lightning, he ran across the room toward her.
Connie!
You know, because her name was Akane. He stumbled to a stop. He looked down at her body, lying so still on the floor. He felt the icy grip of fear upon his heart. She was still. So very still.
No. It can't be. It's impossible.
Slowly, Junpei bent down toward her. His hand shook, and he felt very cold and very hot at the same time. Her bracelet's off! He forced himself to look. Her back was moving. Slowly, it rose and fell. Okay. It looks like her bracelet is off, though. Relief washed over him.
Oh, Connie!
Junpei reached down and gently, very gently lifted her up.
Connie, are you alright?
Jumpy?
Where'd Santa go? Her face was pale and her lips were dry and cracked. Her eyes were blank and cloudy. They stared straight at Junpei, but saw nothing. Trembling, Junpei wrapped his arm around her back. She was cold. Very cold. Junpei tried to convince himself that it was only his imagination, but she felt as though she were fading away. He could feel his heart pounding frantically in his chest.
Oh man. Connie, what the hell happened to you? You feel...
Jumpy, I'm sorry.
Her voice was very faint.
I might not make it.
Why?
No.
Why are you not going to
No
make
way.
it?
I am going to let you die.
This is
I
why
am
we
gonna
should have
save
taken
you.
them
I
taken them
promise.
with us.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much.
Where's Santa? Where'd he go?
Everything. I was really happy to see you again. Jumpy. Really happy.
Don't give me that I was crap. You're gonna see me again lots more times. You just gotta hang on. Alright, Connie?
Jumpy, did you know you meant a lot to me when we were
I
kids?
couldn't tell at all.
I've liked you for a long time, Junpei.
It's really obvious.
Um,
Wonder if maybe since it is Zero. Junpei's vision had gone blurry. It took him a moment to realize his eyes were filled with tears. He could feel a piercing point of heat deep in his heart, like a white-hot flame. He looked down at Akane. There was a crack of static from above his head, and a voice spoke.
Zero. You son of a bitch! Where are you hiding?
Junpei frantically scanned the ceiling for the source of the voice.
What the hell?
Alright, so it's
are you
not
talking
recording,
about?
so he is one of us.
No, it hasn't. I'm not gonna let it end yet. I'm gonna get out of here with Connie. Why? The wrong path? What are you talking about? I told you! I am not gonna lose! What?
Junpei didn't have time to ponder what that meant before he heard the door slam shut behind him. He spun around. There was no one there. Was it Zero?
Connie, wait here. I'll be right back.
Stop leaving her! She managed a single nod. Junpei laid her back down gently and left for the door. Oh my god. He yanked it open and shot outside. No one. The hall was empty. There was nothing moving anywhere.
Damn it. Where are you? It doesn't matter. I need to get Connie out first.
He didn't want to leave Connie alone any longer than he had to, so Junpei turned around and headed back to the chapel. This is why I don't leave her. Stop leaving people alone! And they've all disappeared!
Connie!
She wasn't there. She wasn't anywhere. She'd been lying there on the floor just moments before, and now she was gone.
Oh god. No. No. Where is she? Connie. Connie! Connie! Connie!
His cries split the heavens themselves. He screamed until his voice gave out. Then he screamed some more. But there was nothing. No answer. His voice faded away. And all that remained was cold, unfeeling silence. That was when he noticed it.
Huh?
A strange smell, one he'd smelled before.
Wait. This is...
Oh, God.
white smoke.
9 seconds later, Junpei's mind winked out. No! That can't be the end of this! What the fuck? Who was Zero? Where'd Santa go? Did Lotus and Seven get out? Where did take Yukane? Oh my god! Ah, I hate this so much! But I guess that's why there's the other paths to go on. So I'm gonna take this off. I didn't expect it to be as short as it was. But this was originally a DS game, so I can imagine why it was short. But I feel like the second and third one will probably be a lot longer, as they came out on the Vita and Steam. So it's, well, the second one came out on Vita, I believe. Or no, did it? Or was it PS? Can't remember. The second one I'm sure is longer, and I'm sure the third one is a lot longer than the than these two. But I have to know. I don't think this is the true ending because I know Clover is in the second one. Or maybe it's not Clover. Maybe it's someone who said she's Clover and she's not. I don't know, because I was looking at the voice actors to see if I recognize anyone, and I know the woman who plays Clover in this does Akane from Danganronpa, I believe. The end, or is it? It's not the end. But I was looking at the voice actors, and Clover's in both of them. I think Junpei is too. Chance of loss is not 0. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. Is this... Oh my god, it hurts! God, I gotta play this again. I gotta play this a lot more times. I really do. Now it is time. Let our game begin. You have reached one ending. This game has multiple endings. In order to experience all the endings, you need to play through the game multiple times. Make sure to save your progress now to retain all information you've acquired. Memory of Escape has been added to the title screen. Memory of Escape enables you to play the escape rooms you have completed. Okay. I'll just disable this one. Interesting. Very interesting. Save complete, access the flowchart, or return to the title screen to start from the beginning. Oh, wow. N0 lost. Oh, so you can go right where... Oh. Okay, what does that mean? Oh, unlocked. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so, if you guys want me to, I can stream this and try and get all the other endings. And maybe then after we're done doing that, then play the second game and third game. Because the third one is, I think there's more, there's like a betray, ally and betray, thing that goes on. Then there's the escape rooms, and so it's really interesting. But, oh, I love this. Okay. So we're gonna make, they're gonna make us start at the beginning. Yeah. Okay. No. Yes. I'm going to end this off here. Well, wait, Memories of Escape is the flowchart, right? Oh. Oh, that's right, yeah. Just said you can redo the whole thing. Okay. Well, this... If I can escape. Yes. I wonder if it's like, if you can... Yeah. So, see, these are all the rooms I still haven't gotten because I didn't do the whole thing. Interesting. But I'm going to leave this off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you guys want me to live stream the rest of the endings or the rest of the whole game, like every route, every ending, I don't know how to get to the, like there was the ending and then it split off. I don't know how would you get that other split? Like, I'm gonna have to look that one up, how to actually get that, but you guys want me to? The other ones require you go into the different doors, and it's like, oh, if you go, there's the first door, and then instead of wanting to go through the one where 9 blew up, you can go to the opposite door that was next to it and go with June, and etc. etc. But thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you liked, leave a comment if you liked it, and if you want me to stream the rest of this game, please let me know. I'd love to do it. Maybe take a few hours until we do the whole thing. Maybe 2 hours of, Friday nights maybe. I would say Saturday, but I can't really do Saturdays at the moment. Well, first because I have voice acting lessons, and then Saturday or Sundays I will start going back to work. So, anyways, leave a like if you liked it, leave a comment if you liked it, and I will see you guys in the next game that I play. Bye!